So the quarterfinal matchups for Worlds 2024 are officially concluded as of this morning, and FlyQuest took Gen G to an absolutely banger, full best of 5 in all 5 games. And let me tell you, after this morning and FlyQuest's overall performance at Worlds, I'm extremely proud to say I'm a North American fan. I believe this was NA's best international performance ever, including Cloud9's 2018 semifinal run and including CLG's 2016 MSI finals run. I think that top to bottom in every aspect of the game, this was the strongest NA performance ever. And I want to talk a little bit about this because no one expected FlyQuest to do this. You know, coming into Worlds, everyone was talking about G2 and Team Liquid mainly. Even though Team Liquid came in as the number 2 seed and lost in the finals to FlyQuest, I think that most people were pretty high on them and had high hopes for where they could go with this tournament. But FlyQuest, from the moment they set foot on the world stage, just performed really well. And no one expected them to take the best team in the world to 5 games. And I want to talk about the main reason I think that they did that was because of their drafting. I think throughout the entire tournament, their drafting was very solid. And I think the main reason for that is because they were creative. They expanded outside of what is commonly accepted as quote unquote the meta. So often I've talked about on this channel, this is really the entire reason I cover draft content on this channel, is because if probably all pro teams just settle for the same pool of 30 to 40 champions that are called meta, called strong, and that they're comfortable playing, and they refuse to expand outside of that for whatever reason it might be. And FlyQuest broke that mold in this tournament. They pulled out things like the Nunu, the Seraphine, to Fiddlesticks in Game 5, even though it lost. These really, really strong champions that are just overall ignored by pro teams across the world. And FlyQuest showed that creativity and willingness to try new things in draft can lead to success. And I'm really, really glad that they had success with it, because so many times when teams try new things and they're not successful with it, they just go back to playing the same old crap. But I'm really glad that things like the Seraphine and the Nunu were successful for FlyQuest, because I'm really hoping this opens doors and opens the eyes of other competitive teams to say that drafting is, yes, a very dynamic aspect of League of Legends, and creativity is necessary outside of just the commonly accepted pool of champions that are considered meta if you really want to have great success in that phase of the game. And the reason why draft is so important is because you have the ability to enter the game with an inherent advantage over the enemy team. Why wouldn't you want to take that opportunity if you're able to? If you draft properly and draft well like FlyQuest did throughout this entire tournament, with theme counters and individual champion counters and just really nice team comps overall, you have the opportunity to take down the best team in the world like FlyQuest did today against Gen G. It was very impressive to watch from top to bottom. FlyQuest played really great this entire tournament, and I'm just really glad that they pulled out new stuff in draft and that they were really successful while doing it. All I've been asking them to do this entire year, from MSI to the Esports World Cup and now to Worlds, I just want the West to challenge the Eastern teams. They don't have to beat them. They don't have to, slaughter them in 3-game sweep. I just want Western teams to be able to challenge and be competitive with these top tier Eastern teams, and FlyQuest absolutely did that. They had a great chance to beat HLE in the Swiss stage. They took them to 3 games there, and quite honestly, FlyQuest probably should have won that series and got a pretty unfortunate recall. And they took Gen G, who most people think are the best team in the world, to a full 5 games and a best of 5. And, it's just great to see that. I believe that this is proof that the gap is closing between the East and the West. And I think if FlyQuest and the West overall continue to improve and maybe open the eyes to teams and start drafting more creatively, I think the gap will continue to close and we can see some more competitive games and worlds moving forward in future years. So overall, really great performance from FlyQuest this Worlds. Really, really great to see a North American team really step up. It's been a while, so it's great to see a really solid performance internationally from them. So great job, FlyQuest. Great respect to you guys, and great drafting as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.